Join me as I dive into the signs your liver might be sending you, and let's see if I can identify my own warning signals. The liver is often referred to as the unsung hero of our body. It's an organ that works tirelessly behind the scenes, performing over 500 functions to keep us alive and healthy. But despite its vital role, we often take our liver for granted. We assume that it can handle whatever we throw at it and that it'll always bounce back. But the truth is, our liver is sending us warning signals all the time. It's telling us when it's struggling, when it needs our help, and when we need to make some serious changes. One of the biggest mistakes we make is assuming that our liver will always function at optimal levels, no matter what we do. We think that a few drinks on the weekend or a poor diet won't have any lasting effects. But the reality is that our liver is constantly fighting to keep up with our lifestyle. It's like a filter, trying to remove all the toxins and impurities that we put into our bodies. And if we're not careful, it can get overwhelmed. The consequences of ignoring our liver's warning signals can be devastating. We can develop serious health problems, from fatty liver disease to liver failure. And yet, we often don't take action until it's too late. We wait until we're experiencing symptoms, until we're feeling tired, bloated, and sluggish all the time. But by then, the damage is already done. So, why is it so hard to listen to our liver's warning signals? One reason is that we often don't know what to look for. We don't understand the signs and symptoms of liver problems, and we don't know how to recognize when our liver is struggling. But that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Misconceptions about liver health abound, and it's time to set the record straight. One of the biggest misconceptions is that liver problems only affect alcoholics. But the truth is, anyone can develop liver problems, regardless of their drinking habits. Another misconception is that liver problems are always accompanied by symptoms. But the reality is, many people don't experience any symptoms at all, even when their liver is struggling. We often think that liver problems are rare, but the reality is, they're more common than we think. 1 in 5 people will develop a liver condition at some point in their lives. And yet, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about our liver health, and we don't take action until it's too late. Another challenge is that liver problems can be silent killers. They can creep up on us slowly, without any warning signs or symptoms. And by the time we realize something is wrong, it's often too late. The damage is done, and we're left dealing with the consequences. Our modern lifestyle is also a major contributor to liver problems. We're surrounded by toxins and pollutants, from the air we breathe to the food we eat. And our liver is constantly trying to filter out these toxins, to keep us safe. But it's a tough job, and our liver can get overwhelmed. Many of us are guilty of neglecting our liver health. We prioritize other aspects of our health, like our heart health or our mental health, but we forget about our liver. We assume it'll always be there, working quietly behind the scenes. But the reality is that our liver needs our attention and care. We're often not educated about liver health, and we don't know how to take care of our liver. We don't know what foods are bad for our liver, and we don't know what supplements can help. And without this knowledge, we can't make informed decisions about our health. Liver problems can also be a taboo topic. We don't like to talk about our health problems, especially when it comes to our liver. We're embarrassed, or we're ashamed, or we're simply not sure how to bring it up. But the reality is that liver problems are more common than we think, and we need to start talking about them. We need to start taking responsibility for our liver health. We need to start educating ourselves, and we need to start taking action. We need to start listening to our liver's warning signals, and we need to start making changes. So, what are the warning signals of liver problems? What are the signs and symptoms that we need to look out for? One of the most common symptoms is fatigue. If you're constantly feeling tired, no matter how much sleep you get, it could be a sign that your liver is struggling. Another symptom is bloating and digestive problems. If you're experiencing constant bloating, or if you're having trouble digesting food, it could be a sign that your liver is having trouble filtering out toxins. Weight loss or gain can also be a warning sign. If you're experiencing sudden weight changes, it could be a sign that your liver is struggling to regulate your metabolism. Changes in skin tone can also be a warning sign. If your skin is turning yellow, or if you're experiencing dark circles under your eyes, it could be a sign that your liver is having trouble filtering out toxins. Mood changes can also be a warning sign. If you're experiencing anxiety, depression, or mood swings, it could be a sign that your liver is having trouble regulating your hormones. There are many risk factors for liver problems, from family history to lifestyle choices. If you have a family history of liver disease, you're more likely to develop liver problems yourself. If you're overweight or obese, you're also at risk. Carrying extra weight puts a strain on your liver, making it harder for it to function properly. Smoking and excessive drinking can also increase your risk of liver problems. Both of these habits put a huge strain on your liver, making it harder for it to filter out toxins. Environmental toxins can also increase your risk of liver problems. From pesticides to heavy metals, these toxins can damage your liver and impair its function. A poor diet can also increase your risk of liver problems. Eating processed foods and sugary snacks can put a strain on your liver, making it harder for it to function properly. Stress can also affect your liver health. Chronic stress can lead to inflammation, which can damage your liver and impair its function. So, what happens when we ignore these warning signals? What happens when we ignore our liver's cries for help? One person who knows all too well is Sarah. Sarah was a party animal in her early 20s. She loved going out with her friends, drinking, and having a good time. However, as the years went by, Sarah started to notice that she was constantly tired. She was bloated, her skin was dull, and she just didn't feel like herself anymore. She went to the doctor, but they told her it was just stress, that she was working too hard, and that she needed to take a break. But Sarah knew that wasn't it. She knew that something was seriously wrong. It wasn't until she collapsed one night, after a particularly heavy drinking session, that the doctors finally took her seriously. And what they found was devastating. Sarah had developed cirrhosis, a serious liver condition that can lead to liver failure. Sarah was shocked and devastated. She had no idea that her liver was struggling, and she had no idea that her lifestyle was causing such damage. But it was too late. The damage was done, and Sarah was left dealing with the consequences. Sarah's story is a cautionary tale. It shows us what can happen when we ignore our liver's warning signals, when we ignore the signs and symptoms of liver problems. So, what can we do to prevent liver problems? What can we do to take care of our liver? First, we need to educate ourselves. We need to learn about liver health, about the signs and symptoms of liver problems, and about how to take care of our liver. Second, we need to take action. We need to make lifestyle changes, from changing our diet to reducing our stress levels. Third, we need to listen to our liver's warning signals. We need to pay attention to the signs and symptoms, and we need to take action when we notice something is wrong. In conclusion, our liver is sending us warning signals all the time. It's telling us when it's struggling, when it needs our help, and when we need to make serious changes. It's up to us to listen, to take action, and to take care of our liver. So, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any of these warning signals? Have you ever ignored your liver's cries for help? Share your stories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and click on the bell for more health tips and updates.